Welcome to the R3 Network Interview Corner segment. My name is Ryan Praser and I'm here to introduce you to brand new talent from upcoming artists in the area. And one of these artists is here with us today. Introduce yourself, my friend. Who are you?
I'm Keny Gomez from Venezuela, and I live here in Prague, and I play music.
All right, so what is it that you do, Kenny? Tell me. I've brought you here for a reason, obviously, but what is it that you do in your own words?
Well, I perform. I am a singer-songwriter, and I play in different places in Prague, bars, restaurants, parties. I basically entertain people. That is my job. And my style is pretty much, I like to describe it as pop rock.
Pop rock.
But then I have other influences. One of them is Latin music, just because of where I come from. I also have a bit of R&B influences, perhaps rock as well. It's my foundation. So yeah.
So tell me a little bit about the Latin music then. So you're living in Prague now. You've been here for a while. How long have you been here?
11 years.
11 years. Wow, I've been here 3 myself.
Yeah.
So I'm English, and the scene in England is very different. You hear British bands, you hear English-speaking American bands, but you don't hear much from the rest of the world. And that's because of how much music there is spoken and sung in English. Now, I imagine that Spanish is probably the second most sung language in the world.
Yeah, I think so.
So tell me a little bit about what it's like growing up with the charts being different and then coming here and, chart music being what it is in Europe.
Well, in Latin America, we do get a lot of course, Latin influences. I'm talking about many countries in Latin America, or actually all of them, except for, of course, the United States, because, their language is English, although there are a lot of Latinos. So there's a huge Latino community. But pretty much everywhere in Latin America, except for the US and Brazil, we speak Spanish. And in Europe, we also have Spain, the influence of Spain. We have a lot of music coming up. What I've noticed nowadays is that, even though, of course, English music is pretty much at the top, you hear it coming from the US, coming from England, from Australia, from these speaking countries. What I see is a tendency to we have more and more Latino influences. And this is something I see in Central Europe, especially in Prague. Living here 11 years, you see this development and you see this growth of, bands like underground bands, people coming from Latin America or Spain, really bringing these influences, slowly. In the UK, I've been to the UK, but I don't know the music scene over there. I guess it's heavily influenced by pop music and by English music.
Everything.
I don't doubt that you're gonna hear a lot of Latin music in the next few years.
Few years. You think it's on the surge and coming up? And
I think so.
I think I might have noticed it a little bit. Like there is a surge in Latin music, Latin clubs around Prague, especially in the center. And we are even having our own Latino acoustic jam session. At the time of recording, it's next Saturday. But
Okay.
you've probably been there and played. Thank you very much for playing at the gig, man. I really appreciate you coming down to jam night, by the way. So I want to be cultivating the arts in different languages, and learning all of this about how it is in the charts back home can maybe help you plug your music in future to audiences here, that are from Latin America, that are from Spain and these countries, So there is audience for you. It's about finding it. Now, you're going to play a song for us in a little while, but let's talk a little bit more about your music. You write your own original stuff?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, in Prague, I pretty much play, depending on the place, I play my stuff. I play some covers as well because of, it's good to see that actually this music that I grew up listening to is actually well known here, like indirectly, or, they've heard it somehow and they engage a lot, even though they may not understand the language. It's pretty cool to see the interaction with the audience.
Everyone loves a bit of La Bamba. This is like some of the things that you can't escape, like for me as an English guy with a mohawk, I walk into a place and people are like, oh, play the Clash, mate, play the Sex Pistols, and I'm like, no, let's have some Angel Shaggy, let's have some Backstreet Boys or something. So you can always find your audience in a city like this. It's great. Talk a little bit about the gigs you've had, the experiences you've had, the people you've met in Prague. What's it like as a scene?
Well, the scene has changed over the last 11 years. I mean, 11 years ago, it was nothing like it is today. I mean, there was probably 1 or 2 places where they had open mic nights. Over the past, I would say 5 years, it's been crazy to see the number of pubs that they keep opening new pubs and bars and restaurants, and to support the local music scene, which is great because I mean, we musicians, we don't really have much support in general. But then when you live in a city like this, which is in the center of Europe, it's great to see the great support and the people who join the club, the community, from all over the world.
The networking.
Yes,
So,
it's. I think this is a pretty good city to live, right now because of this evolution. This you see a lot of bands being formed. You see a lot of pubs and bars being opened, and this is something I see more and more these days, and it's pretty cool to be a part of this.
Awesome, man. So you're going to play one of your own songs for us in a moment.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the title.
It's called. It's in Spanish. Más que antes.
Más que antes.
Yeah, it's a pop, Latin pop song, and it's a song about finding the right person, or about actually being that lucky in life to be able to say, I found the right person in my life, and I get to say it. So.
And have you?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
All right, so we're going to get you onto the stage in the R3 bar in a minute. If you like what we're doing here, please subscribe. Check out the bar in Orobitska in Zhishkov. Come down for a drink and see it in its preview state. But all I've got to say is thanks, Keny. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon. Once more, thank you, man.
Thank you.
And that is respect.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
No, I didn't know if you'd sing. Aún no creo despertarme en las mañanas, sentir el roce de tu pelo en una misma almohada, susurrar de lindas cosas al oído, saber que tu nombre lleva mi apellido. Contigo mis temores se los lleva el viento. Cuando me observas pierdo la noción del tiempo, pues aún recuerdo el día en que me enseñaste a amar. Algo que hago más que antes, porque lo siento, aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado, te lo digo a mi manera, cantando lo que yo siento, aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado, tú eres mi todo, tú y yo todo. Sé muy bien cuán terco a veces me comporto, errores lo cometo, pues bien sé que me equivoco. A pesar de nuestras dosis de locura, el amor parece ser la única cura. Viajar hasta los más recónditos lugares, estimulado por instintos sexuales, pues aún recuerdo el día en que me enseñaste a amarte. Algo que hago más que antes, lo que yo siento, aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado, te lo digo a mi manera aquí cantando lo que yo siento, aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado, tú eres mi todo, tú y yo todo, tú eres mi todo, tú y yo todo. Con cada luna que estoy contigo, esto se vuelve más fuerte. Con cada luna que estoy contigo, esto se vuelve más fuerte. Aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado. Lo que yo siento aún crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado. Te lo digo a mi manera aquí cantando lo que yo siento, crece, siendo la brisa cuando amanece. Te quiero tanto, junto a mi lado, te lo digo a mi manera aquí cantando. Y te lo digo aquí cantando. Y te lo digo aquí cantando.